if he do a sex act. I'm going to roll the clip.
Imagine getting two choices, going to jail or performing a sex act. A man says he was faced with this proposition when a police officer picked him up because of a warrant.
The man says the officer sexually assaulted him, but almost 5 months later, the accused officer has not been charged with a crime. WREG's Sabrina Hall reports the victim doesn't believe Internal Affairs is taking action.
It's not something any man wants to talk about.
I gotta go think about this. Go through this every day of my life.
He's an extremely manly guy.
That's why we're protecting his identity as well as his girlfriend's.
The cop had made him do things.
He made me perform some sexual action.
He says it happened on January 18th as he drove home from his uncle's house in Orange Mound. A police officer pulled him over.
As I was pulled over, I also asked me a couple questions, and I know I had a warrant, and he was asking me, he was telling me, you got a warrant, this and this and that.
He had an outstanding warrant for assault.
He placed me in the back of the police car.
But he says the police officer did not take him to jail. He says the officer pulled him over here at the corner of Lamar and Sims and took him behind this Chinese restaurant and into the alley.
He came around and let me out of the car. And get in the front seat. He got his hands on his gun and stuff. I don't know what.
He had his hand on his gun. And what was he telling you?
Stuff I had to do for me not to go to jail.
He says the officer, Brandon Berry, made him perform oral sex.
I did it for a second, but I'm like, man, I can't do this shit, man. I can't do this, man. This ain't me, I ain't gonna do this, man. He just sat there and just messed us up in the police car, I'm like, man, this crazy. I really can't believe this actually happened.
He says the officer then drove him back to his car.
She was just telling me, I'll see you out here again.
He says those words and what happened that night haunt him. The next day he told his girlfriend.
He was so nervous he thought that I was gonna, say bad things about him, I guess you could say.
She told her boyfriend to report the officer to MPD's Internal Affairs.
So when you went to report him, you didn't know his name?
Got a blue job.
I pulled him out in the lineup.
He says police already had Officer Berry's photo in a lineup because Berry had been accused of similar things before.
He had looked down in my prayer phone.
5 months earlier, a teenager walking home from Airways Middle School said a crossing guard, Officer Berry, tried to get him in his patrol car.
And what was he saying when you was grabbing the steering wheel?
He was just saying, how you get big, what you do. He was like, what you do, do you want to make some money?
Ryan Milligan also reported his story to Internal Affairs, but investigators found the teen's story could not be proven, so Berry was allowed to continue as a crossing guard and patrol officer, and was able to pull over this man months later. Officer Berry is now on paid leave, but no criminal charges have been filed against him.
Like, it's cool, like, y'all can get away with it because y'all police.
Meanwhile, this man says he's gone to therapy, but can't get that night out of his head.
He's a completely different person now. And he didn't deserve anything like that.
I didn't hope it don't happen to nobody else.
Sabrina Hall, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, you saw the report.